Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be setting up my life planners for 2021. As you can see, I have 3 of them here. And that is because I have the daily duo. So if you saw my haul as well as my planner lineup, you know that I will be using the daily duo for like my, again, daily planning, like my big to-do list and stuff. And then I decided to use this neutral vertical as kind of like a memory keeper or back planner. And I've never had more than one planner to use before. This year I have 3. Well, I guess technically 2 because the daily duo is split up. It's one planner split up in 2 coils basically. So I don't really know how I'm going to like kind of figure out what goes in what planner. I will be keeping them. I keep all my planners at the end of the year, so I will be keeping them, but I don't know really like what information I want in both. So I guess we're just gonna kind of get started here. So I'm going to start with the daily duo, and I just have this covered up because my real name is covered. So then we just have the vellum, the intro page. I don't know if I'm going to put my name here or not. I haven't decided yet. So for this page, I think I'm going to track my body measurements because I plan to use this planner as also kind of like a health planner. So on the monthly spread, just because in previous years I haven't really been using the monthly spread that much, so I want to make it a little bit more functional. And I tried to have a health planner in the past that was separate from my life planner, but because it was separate, I was always forgetting to look at it. I never really did anything with it. So I'm hoping that if I combine it and kind of use these pages that I haven't used before in my life planner with everything in one place, it'll motivate me to track things as well as to hopefully, you know, actually work out and stuff. And then with my power sheets, one of my goals is to work out more often as well. So I'm hoping that the combination of having everything in one place as well as the power sheets will really help me kind of kickstart that habit. So I just used these Planner Kate month stickers. It's sheet S20. She might have, I think she recently not rebranded, but redid all of her sheets. So if I can find this, I'll link it down below just in case it's not the same code. So that's what I plan to use for this page kind of. So I think I might at the beginning of the month, I might put all my measurements in. But I'm not going to do it quite yet. I think I'm just going to hold off on writing them. Because also I needed to look up what measurements are like common to do. Like I think it's like waist, hips, maybe like thigh or something. I'm not sure. I need to look that up. And then I think I'll also put my weight here as well. So that's what I'm going to use this page for. This page is not decided yet. It's kind of an overview, and in the past I think I put my school schedule on here with like clear stickers, but I mean I'm still in school, but I'm not taking classes or anything. I'm getting my PhD, so right now I'm just working on my dissertation, so I don't have like breaks and stuff aren't really relevant because my schedule really won't change because my schedule is like mine. So not sure what I'm going to do here. This one I for sure am not going to use. I think I'm going to cover it up just because it's 2022. Like it literally skips 6 months. It goes from June 2021 to January 2022. So I think I'm just going to cover this up and use it as a notes page for January, but I don't know what I'm going to do for that yet. So I'm not going to set up the months just because those will be in a later video, but I'm going to do a workout tracker here as kind of like, you know, again, track all of my workouts for the month. And then in the back, I believe there's notes pages. Yeah, so there's 2 notes pages in the back, which again, haven't figured out what I want to do just because in the notes pages, I like to have reviews of the year, but since this is only 6 months, I don't want to have something here and then have to move it to the later half of the daily duo. So I think that's where my memory keeper plan will come in. And then I have all these stickers in the back. So because I'm setting up this planner, I'm actually just going to rip these out because I know if they're in the back of the planner, I'll never use them. And honestly, these 3 pages, I really don't use anyway. So I think what I'll do is I'll cut off this fringe stuff and then put them in my giveaway pile. However, these functional stickers I do use, so I will keep these. And what I like to do is cut these up so that each sticker, because these colors are coordinate with the months. Like this is April, this is June, March, and so on. So I like to cut them up, and then I have in my binder, I have a different pocket for every month. So these will just go in there. So I like to color coordinate each month. So I will be using these. And then the pocket, I really don't use pockets, but I'm not going to rip it out yet just because I might use it. And like, it's a lot easier to take out than it is to put back in, obviously. So that is the first Daily Duo set up. The second one, I think I'm just going to do the same thing here where I put the months down. And I think I'm just going to keep the body measurements sticker there just to remind me. Okay, so that's all set up, and obviously I won't be really touching this until July, so things could change, but I think I will use these as some sort of, maybe not body measurements if that proves to not be functional, but I will use it for something else, because as you can see, the colors in the background do coordinate with each month. And then again, same thing, I really won't be using these stickers, especially if they're in the back of the planner, so I'm just gonna rip it out. And it also makes the planner a little bit thinner because there's less pages in there. So that's also a helpful hint for some of you. If you find that your planner is getting a little bulky, ripping out some of the pages that you don't use does make it a little bit thinner. Okay, so now moving on to the vertical planner. So this, let's see. So this is the vertical life planner. The entire year is in here. So it's kind of the same thing. So you have the overview, which I've never used in the past. I don't know what I'm going to do for this one. And honestly, I'm not going to do it yet just in case I have an idea later in the year. But like when it comes through like March or April and I still haven't used this, I honestly think I'm just going to rip this page out. For sure this page, because I don't think I'll use this spread or this spread in this planner since this is like a back planner. And then if I can't figure out a use for the notes pages like before the month, I think I'll rip this out as well. And then what I'll do, if I don't end up using this, I'll just kind of tape these two pages together so that there's like, you know, I don't really need to see the quotes page. I don't care. So I'll just tape them together. And then I also don't really plan on using the monthly spread or this dashboard page, so I'll kind of do the same thing. I'll rip this out and then tape this monthly to this dashboard. So when you turn to February or whatever month it is, it will go straight to the first week. But again, since I haven't used this before, I haven't used more than one planner, I don't really know what's going to be functional for me. So if I have any ideas, or if any of you have ideas for what to do with any of these pages, please leave them in the comments down below, and I will see what I kind of want to do. And if I don't think of anything by like March or April sometime, I'll just start ripping and taping the pages. And then in the back, this planner actually has more notes pages than the Daily Duo does. It has 1, 2, that's like right behind the last page in December. And then the notes tab starts. So I think that's where I'll start putting my plans. So this first one I have marked as travel. And then I made these stickers for myself. And then I have some tools that I'll be using as well. So because this planner is a neutral, I think I'm going to use this neutral layers washi. And then I have a ruler and a slicer for that. And I'll show you what my planner looked like last year, or what this spread looked like last year. So this is what it looked like. It'll be a 2-page spread. And I realize now I only printed off one of these sets. I'll need to do another. And actually, it might even be too big. So we'll see. But what I did was this page was my travel. And obviously there's not much because 2020 was just a mess. So I'll have the header the same. And then I'll have this washi to kind of like separate the header from the actual page. And then the map, I'll also have the same. So the colored in states were the ones that I went to in 2020, and the ones with the striped lines are the ones that I've been to before. So what I'll do is I'll put the striped lines in, and then once I go to a state, I'll just color over it. So I really like how this worked. It's too bad that we didn't really get to put it to more use. And then I just have a list down below of like actually just naming those states, which states wise I think is kind of dumb just because I mean, you can see what's colored in already, but the new states may not be as obvious, so I don't know. We'll see. And then the countries obviously didn't go anywhere internationally this year because of everything. And then this side is specifically with Colton. So this is me individually, and then this is me and Colton together. So usually they're pretty much the same, but I do go home for winter break, and because he doesn't really get a chance to take off work, he doesn't unfortunately come with me. So this spread will look very similar for this year. And then I also have made these stickers, and this is where the headers will come in. Okay, so I actually really like how that turned out. So I think these fonts are a little big, but I'll change it for next year. So then now I'm just going to do the same thing on this side. And again, I only mistakenly printed one of these versions, so I need to do that again. So that won't be in this video, but you'll get the idea of what it will look like. Okay, so you can kind of get an idea of what this looks like. So I think what I'll do, again, I need to print these again, but I kind of want to color in the states. So I'm just going to pull out my dual tip markers. And I think because this is a neutral planner, I don't think I'll want to do something too bright. I'm kind of leaning towards the gray. I think the black would be too much, so I think I'm going to use the gray here. Okay, so that is all for this page, and I actually went ahead and colored in Florida just because this is where we live, and I know for sure in 2021 we will be in Florida together. So even though I have some travel plans already set up to be, especially back home in Illinois, but as I'm filming this, we're still planning on going, but because of everything, that may end up being canceled. So I'm not going to fill in anything just yet, with the exception of what I know for sure. But the reason why I put the stripes in is, again, these are the states that I've already been in. So even if I don't travel anywhere in 2021, for sure, I already went to those states. So this is set up. I just need to print more of these stickers for down here. And then this next page, I'm going to do my 2022 sticker schedule, which is crazy to think that we're already figuring out like the following year's 2022. That's just crazy. So I'm going to take these stickers and kind of set it up similar to what I did for the travel spread. Okay, so now that this is kind of set up, so this is what it looked like last year. So I had the 2021 schedule, and this isn't necessarily like as is, like for sure, but I like to plan it out. So it really helps me see what kits I already have and like how many I have. The fact that I can fill up an entire year without being in that year, like if that makes sense. So it really helps me hold back on spending and purchasing kits because I know that I have enough to supply me through the rest of the year, assuming I don't even buy any more stickers. So again, this isn't necessarily set in stone, but again, it's just like an overview guideline to help me plan out my year. So the ones that are in pen are holidays that obviously don't move. So those kind of are set in stone a little bit. But the ones in pencil are the random kits that I like to pull in. And again, it helps me see like, oh, I don't have a kit that works in November. I give myself permission to buy a kit to fill that space. So I'm going to grab a calendar for 2022 to see what these dates are and get this set up. Okay, so as you saw, I messed up a little bit and I had to shift everything up, but that is the beauty of whiteout and removable stickers. Even though I've noticed the Erin Condren dual tip markers don't write that well on whiteout. I don't know if you can see it, but like there's a clear difference between this ink and this ink when there's no whiteout, but that's okay. You live and you learn. So now that I have the dates filled out, I think I'm going to put the holidays that I know for sure, and then in pencil, kind of what I already have planned as kind of like a rough draft on my computer. Okay, so that's all I have planned for the kits. So again, in ink or in pen is what doesn't change, so holidays basically. And then what's in pencil does kind of change, but I know I want to use a kit for that week. So for example, the Olympics should be happening sometime in 2022. There's always a Super Bowl, Erin Condren launch week, Planner Kate's birthday, and then the first week of school, I like to do my school colors, but I don't know when exactly the first week of school will be. So this will be the end of this schedule. And I think that's all I had planned for my notes pages yet, because I don't have any more sticky notes. And so this year they have a whole bunch of more lined pages in the back of the planners. So if you guys have any other ideas of what to do for notes pages, please leave a comment down below, and I might make a video about it if I feel like it's functional for my planner. So that was all for setting up my life planners for the year of 2021. If you guys have already set up or even set it up similarly, again, leave a comment down below. I'm really interested to see if you kind of do it as you go along, or if you take a whole day or whatever to set it up yourself. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.